Okay, we're back with some art, quote-unquote art. Back to my original character, ERGOL. We're doing this with a skin shader. I don't know if it's the audio's right now. Echo. Okay, I think we're set. I didn't really prepare anything. I was going to do some kind of dummy base for the body. For the body, not the body. And I didn't really prepare anything. I don't know if I'm going to keep the eyebrows that they look like permanently raised. I don't know if they look a little bit more neutral this way. Again, I'm not too happy with the eye situation or with the eyelids. I might change them completely, but this might also work. I was thinking of doing something that looked kind of like a puppet in a way, and or like a doll. And I feel like this could work, but I'm not super satisfied with that. I don't know how much of an outline of ellipse I should give him. Where am I? I'm gonna change back to the red wax material because it's easier to see the features and the he has like a very thin upper lip, which I don't mind. I don't know if I could perhaps I'll outline it more or give it more of a division. Maybe I could do it with a painting when I do the poly painting. I don't know how realistic I'm gonna try to do the skin. I think I still don't know if I'm gonna make him like flesh colored or something. In his sort of origin, the mushroom isn't just a hat, it's really his head. He's kind of he's the product of a wizard's kind of experiment. He's not like a normal sort of goblin or elf or whatever he is. Maybe that works, huh? A bit of a hint of a shape. I don't know what kind of teeth I should give him. Again, I'm going for something sort of slightly cartoony, but not completely... Something between cartoony and a little bit realistic. I want him to look sort of... weird, but not ugly, sort of friendly, but not necessarily cute. So it's a part of a challenge and part of what I'm trying to find and discover here. I had some designs in mind, but I haven't really done like a sketch or anything. I'm really discovering him while I sculpt him. Again, in the end I might redesign him completely if I'm not happy with him. But so far this is kind of what I had in mind. What I tried originally was a pointy nose that I didn't really like very much. So I thought of this round one that's a bit reminiscent of a clown kind of nose, and also a kind of gnome, kind of forest character that I think might work better. And it also makes him more round and friendly in the same way. The big round cheeks make him look ideally more friendly and approachable, and he's supposed to be a sort of a sweet, naive character. But again, he's also supposed to look a little weird. I feel like I should work on the placement of the hat. Maybe sink this part back in. Sink this part back in a bit, like that, to give it like a more organic look. The symmetry on? Where even am I? There I am. I think it's gonna look more organic if it's more like this. And maybe... Did I move the center? Yeah. If I make it... more like this, it's going to look more organic, I think. Maybe it should be bigger, like a bigger indentation, sort of. Like that. I think that works better. Maybe I should lower it now a little bit, but I think it works better than being this straight thing that seems to be colliding here in a weird way with the head. It doesn't look like it's on top of the head. He looks more bald this way, which I don't know if it makes him somehow less friendly or make him look older. I don't know, what can I do to make him look younger? After all, he is sort of young. He has been left behind by his creator, that was some sort of wizard, and he has to learn to navigate the world and what's left of the world, because there's been a big sort of battle. But that's kind of the lore that I've given the thing. These are the eyebrows, these are the... that's the cap. This... okay, these are the eyelids. If I move... should I do it the other way around? Well, let's just try this. If I move everything to relocate the head, I might have to... yeah, I might have to adjust the ears again. I think it's better placed like that. It's more organic looking if it's not the straight thing that it was. Maybe I should move everything else instead of I should move the cap and not the face. I think it's gonna be better if I move this. Symmetry on, let's turn it off. No, 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 no. This. Okay, now we move the whole thing, not the eyebrows. Now we move the whole hat instead of the... I think that looks much better. I'm gonna have to adjust the ears, but I think that that's a much better placement for the hat, and this lower half has like a better detail. Now, how do I move the ears without deforming them too much? I'll switch back to the lowest resolution. I'll move this topographically so it'll just affect this part and it won't pull the entire thing. That could work. I don't want it to look like it's intersecting like this with the hat. I'm going to make a screen cap and maybe tweak. Maybe tweet that I'm sculpting? I don't know. I don't know. I tweeted that I'm sculpting. Okay. I'm happier with this now. I'm much happier with him. The cap looks more organic and better placed on his head. Again, it's not really a hat, it's part of his head. But I think it's much better now. Again, I didn't really have plans to work on the body necessarily today, but I might try something. I don't know if I could do something in the chin. Maybe I can give it some definition without making anything too dramatic. Or maybe I can give it like a bum chin. He could use some definition here, a little crease, so it doesn't go straight to the lip. Maybe I can do it back here again in higher definition, higher resolution, and then soften it a little bit. Just to give it a little bit of definition. What would happen if I gave him a bum chin? No. There in the middle. Maybe that's what could make him look younger. Because since he looks sort of bald, I'm afraid he's gonna look like an old man. That's why I don't want to make... I was thinking of giving him some kind of wrinkles, some kind of crow's feet, just to add to the expression, but I don't want him to look old. Is that better or not? I can't even tell. It was a good thing to adjust the hat and the ears, maybe giving the lips some definition, the chin, but I'm not sure about this nasolabial lines. I would like to increase them a bit. They don't look good here. They should fade a bit more. Nostril here could also have some definition down here, but I don't want to overdo anything, but I also don't want to leave him as plain as he is right now. Are the nostrils too deep? They're gonna be like sort of in shadow anyway. But I don't want it to look like a weird freaking cave in there. And I don't want him to look like it's just a little indentation that doesn't really go anywhere. I can make it go up and inwards a little bit. Okay, that's very subtle progress, but it's something. Probably the actual cap, if I give it a little detail, it's gonna be with the texture. I think the basic shape is fine the way it is. The spots I might try to poly paint a little bit so they won't look like a flat color. I don't know if I should fix the shape of the head a little bit. It always ends up looking a bit square, no matter what I do. I don't know if that's gonna make the... I don't want him to look like with this kind of swollen temples. This flat part of the head doesn't, it's not gonna really show, but it helps me to give the whole thing a better shape. Why is it so square? I'm still using the topological brush so it won't pull anything like the ears or something inwards when I do this, and I make this a bit more narrow. This, for some reason, it keeps looking big and square. Does that still fit well with the hat? I don't know, again, what kind of teeth should I give him, like sort of big and cartoony, probably little teeth. Little human teeth would probably look weird. I don't know if this should be more... There should be a sharper cut here between the head and the neck. Well, maybe not that much, but something that follows the shape and follows the subdivision. Something like that. Should I make the neck itself a bit more narrow here? I know what, there's like a weird sort of dimple here. Should be more round. Again, I'm not happy with this part. I don't know if I should give him like some kind of quote-unquote hair that could look like it's made of like grass or leaves or ivy or something like that. This whole area, now that I've enhanced this edge even more, it looks like a weird bald thing that again makes him look like an old man. Maybe I could add like vines or something. I keep... He's not all fungus, but I want to keep this sort of more... something more... He's still anthropomorphic, but I want to do something a bit more with a bit of more vegetal motif than animal. So I don't want to give him hair. He already has this weird brows that aren't, they look like leeches. I don't know if I should give him like, again, something that resembles hair to fill up this area. I've been coughing all night. I don't know if I should start making like a hint of the shoulders. I was just going to do a neck, but I don't know how much of the shoulders we're gonna see through the color that I make. I'm not sure exactly what kind of outfit I'm gonna give him. I was thinking of some sort of a vest, maybe. Again, I should have done some kind of base for the body so I could start building that. I tend to do some of my sculptures a bit flat, so I don't know why I work a lot on like the front view, and sometimes through the profile view they look flat. I don't think it's the case with this guy. He does have some depth in the literal x-axis. Should I give him more of a... more definition in the ear? I don't know if this edge here, I don't know if it's exactly what I want. Are the ears placed correctly anyway? Because of the hat I couldn't put them any further back or anything. But maybe I can curve this a little bit. I don't like this straight edge here that maybe I can curve this here and adjust this. I want it to look as organic as I can. And sometimes some weird edges ruin the effect from a certain angle. I don't want to soften this, but also I don't know if I should define this edge of the ear more with like a little crease along the entire edge, the entire... I don't know if that even changes much. Should it be more deep? Did it change really? Yeah, it does add a little something. I do want a little more definition here. I had initially given him some kind of expression lines here, but again, I don't know if it's gonna make him look older. I don't really want that. But I think it could be, it could make a real difference if he had some lines, some expression lines, and here I probably, not with that strength, but there's this weird connection here between the eye. I think a line here would complete the cheeks a lot better. I'm not sure how. Probably something like that. Yeah, without that, it looks really unfinished. It looks like the eye socket of the skull. It does need some expression lines in here. Well, maybe not quite that. Yeah, I think that completes the whole cheek better. Maybe I could even move it in a little bit. Here, it's a... There's a little sunken thing here for some reason. I should bring it back there. Is that better if I pull it back there? Maybe this go further in that direction. Back down a little bit. Is that better? I don't even know. Yeah, it looked like that. It looks completely unfinished. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing by bringing it back all the way like I did. Here, this needs to be more smooth of a shape. I don't know if I should bring this out again a bit like this. It's too rounded. Is that better? Maybe I can do the entire socket with looks a bit like a doll or like a puppet, like a ventriloquist doll. But again, I don't mind that. It's kind of what I'm looking for, especially with the eyes. Okay. I'm gonna close Discord just in case. I don't know if it's doing anything. This here looks a bit too sharp when everything else is more rounded. This should go down a little bit. I don't know if I should either move it out of the way or inflate it or soften it. Let's see. Inflate. If if I inflate this area, no, it's worse. Maybe if I inflate just a little bit. Well, not like that, but is this brow too forward? I could sink it in a little bit. Did I change the game and everything? Yes. I could inflate the lower lip also. I'm gonna mask out. No, not like that. I'm gonna mask the upper lip so I won't affect it. Maybe I can inflate the lower lip a little bit, give it more volume. Is that better? From that to this. It is more of a lip now. Should I bring this top part of the philtrum back a little bit? It looks like it's being pulled by the nose or something. It should be in the same level as the nostrils, I think. But that doesn't look better. Maybe I could make this a bit more round again. I'm not sure if that was an improvement. But I think it's a bit more organic that way, instead of sticking out the way it does. I feel like the philtrum is more in line with the nostril. It's a bit more organic, but the lower part of the nose looks strange now. I don't know if it should be more round here. It's really weird to be massaging features so much, but sometimes it's all I can do for better definition. This corner of the mouth also could be better. I should be able to bring it like back here, make it more defined, and soften it again a little bit. Is that better? The before and after. I guess it's a bit more organic. I should move this entire inner area of the mouth, make a palette. Even if we're not really going to see this, I'm going to probably, when I rig it for animation, I'm going to do like an entirely different inside of the mouth. But I should bring this back. Oh, no. Bring this back all the way. Give it more of a proper cavity of the mouth. Again, I keep thinking about the teeth. I think I could try to do something like out of spheres again, or out of... Because again, for this character I want to do everything from scratch. I don't want to use any kind of templates or any kind of shortcuts that you might use when you're doing other stuff. But this guy being my original character, I want him to be really all mine, all my doing. That looks a bit more relaxed, less like he's smiling. Should I bring this in a little bit? Maybe I should do the teeth, or try at least to do like upper teeth. What I can do right now is the tongue. Let's do a tongue, which I don't know if it's even going to be visible with the mouth half open like this, but I can do that. Let's just do a sphere here. Is that a single sphere? Okay. Let's make a freaking tongue. Oh, no. Okay. Let's make it sort of flat and long. Not this big. Let's look at it from above. This is the way I typically do a tongue. Generally, can't even see it, but I never leave the mouth empty, because if you can't see it after all, and from some angles, and can I polish a little bit? And let's try it for size. Let's go transparent. This is way too big. Maybe we could inflate it a little bit. have to make more room for the mouth, for the tongue, and for the teeth. I could soften this now that I'm here. Now that I'm inside the mouth. How about the roof of the mouth? I should bring it back more. This looks cursed. Okay, let's soften here. That created a bit of a weird seam. Let's soften that back. Am I in topographical? Yes. Let's move this back a little bit. Let's make some room. And let's try to give him some teeth, since we're in the neighborhood. Why is there like a seam here? Does that define the chin better? It's very subtle. I think it does. Maybe the chin should be a bit more narrow. Not pointy necessarily, but well, that's a bit too much. I feel like it could be a little bit more narrow. Maybe I should bring it forward a little bit. Is that better or worse? It's a bit more defined, but yeah, there it looks sunken in here. Is that better? Maybe I can inflate this area a little bit. No, not so much. The cheeks are already very big. The chin doesn't really have to compensate. But yeah, it's a little bit flat on here. Now if it's more full. Does it change for the better? Should it be bigger here? If I inflate the entire area, is it gonna be... Jesus Christ. It looks like those twin guys that had like a million surgeries, and did they pass away recently? Am I crazy? No, I don't like inflating it that much. What happens if I inflate the eyelids and have more of an edge? Give them... Can I remove this? Yeah, maybe I can inflate them through here to make it even. Let's see, like 10. Is that better? I think I should inflate them a little bit. They have like a very sharp, narrow edge that doesn't really match the smoothness of the rest. Okay, I might try to do the teeth now. How do I even make freaking teeth? Should I bring another... Can I copy this tool and bring it in here? Can I paste it? No, not like that. Delete from here. Can I paste it here? How do I paste the sphere? I don't want to import a sphere from... I should be able to paste it here. Why is it not? What did that even do? Okay. Maybe I can do that in a different scene. The freaking thick plane or just some sphere. Just a sphere will do. If I flatten I'm not gonna make it completely flat, I'm going to sort of flatten it and then bring back some roundness to it, but for now I'm gonna flatten it. I'm gonna flatten it. Oh, I should flatten it from the other end too. No. I'm eyeballing all this because I haven't. I should turn back on symmetry and it's gonna look like shit. I need to polish again. Remesh again, maybe with a lower target polygon count. Some more smoothing. Some more polishing. And now I maybe inflate it or inflate a balloon. It doesn't work. Spherize. Spherize. It's a bit flat. But now I flatten this again. And now I inflate it. Why inflate balloon doesn't work? Well, this looks already more like a tooth. A cartoon tooth. Which is kind of what we're going for. How many do we even need? How many teeth does a character even have? No, but I mean, we're just gonna make some shape, make some molars and everything. Wait. Why does a character that's made out of plants have teeth anyway? I should make also some kind of gum so I can bend it together with the teeth. If I... Oh, I'm on the wrong side. Okay. Deformation, mirror. Or no, I should rotate them. Now, if I mirror and weld, and if I symmetry on, if I subdivide this, will it let me do what I'm trying to do? Symmetry on? These be more like canines? Oh, soften that a little bit, and this angle 2. Am I making any sense? This is stupid, but hopefully it's gonna work. Did I make the canines stick out too much? They shouldn't be too sharp. They should just look like teeth. Now what? There we go. Why is this not centered? Okay. I don't know if this is the best way to do the gums, but it's what I have right now. Oof. Okay, I should subdivide remesh, maybe with a lower count. With freaking symmetry on, if you will. This go lower, and then make like that. Oh, not this crap again. Okay. This looks really stupid, but and I'm going to bend it. Should I bring forward some of symmetry on. Yes. This is so freaking weird. It's probably not the best way to do this kind of thing, but here we are. Where the dance lets dance, or however that saying goes. Maybe I can inflate a little bit with a little less intensity this area to make it a little bit more organic. It looks really weird, very even teeth. I hope it will look better when I bend it into shape. It's not going to be very visible anyway. And again, I still want it to be sort of cartoony. Maybe I should do something for the back as well. In case I have to do some shot from where you can see more of the mouth. This is freaking weird. Okay. This is very, very weird, but hopefully it's gonna work if I bend it into shape. And to do that, I think I have to place it in the center of the scene. And rotate it. And now we try to freaking bend it. Where even is the thing that I'm looking for? Let's bend. Not like that. No, no. Absolutely not. Is it here? Okay. I know I have to put it in a weird angle, but I forgot what it was. Is this it? Okay, okay. Easy with that. Is this gonna work? It's a lot of gum and not enough teeth. It's not remotely the right proportion. Should I move it? If I move it this way... Oh my god. I move it out of the center of the scene. I think it's gotta be a bit more organic. I think that's a little bit better. It's a lot of gum and not so much teeth, but we can work with this. I think. Let's export it. Let's try to add it to the main sculpt. Okay, ERGOL, I have the weirdest set of teeth for you. Let's import it in and make them the right size. It's like a weird denture now. That's so weird. Perspective off, and this shouldn't be... Okay, that's weird, but not entirely wrong. I feel like it's kind of the right shape, the right size. Well, I don't know about the right shape, but it's a shape, it's teeth. The gums aren't even visible from this angle, but it's a good thing that they're there. Maybe I should deform this a little bit manually. Make the teeth stick out a little bit. Bring this back here. The skewing deformed it in a weird way. Symmetry on, please. Thank you. Make it stick out a little bit more like the real thing would. Am I echoing? Hey Chris. Yeah, I'm doing the weirdest dentures for this guy. They're not even that visible, but he needs to have teeth. How are you? These... Am I deforming them? Oh, right, you did say that. What is it about insurances and the end of the years, the holidays and the vacations? What is it? Why am I deforming everything? This should stay in shape. Oh, the gums are coming out through the nose. Why did I make the gums so big? They're not even visible. This is too stupid. he's supposed to have sort of cartoony features. This is kind of weird. The fangs should be thinner. But I like that they are at least sort of organic looking. They started looking very even. I wanted to have a little bit of a buck teeth situation here. This I should make thinner. The friggin' fangs are looking weird. Right. Let's see. Good that people do the right thing anyway, I guess. Even if they're independent or unemployed, they care about insurance. I feel like here we don't do much of anything in terms of certainly the unemployed or the self-employed does a lot of things like under the table and very irregular. Right. Yeah. And here, the public health, we do have public health, but it's all collapsed, and you have to end up paying for a lot of things like privately and independent. And right now, all of the insurance providers, there's a big crisis with the economy as it is. So you end up paying private and paying full price for a lot of things that your insurance should cover, because it's either that or nothing, or they give you like appointments for months and months ahead. Everything's in shambles here right now. Friggin' third world. And we're probably going to elect a terrible president this Sunday. So we're fucked all the time. Right. Yeah, no, absolutely. There are cases here that like for insulin and that kind of thing, you do need to have some kind of provider, some kind of insurance, some kind of something, but right now they're not providing for anything. If you need like an emergency or something, you're probably going to have to pay full price. It's a nightmare right now. My mom has been paying for all of her tests and all of the stuff that she needed to be done, like privately, because if her insurance doesn't cover anything anymore, or it does kind of cover, but with one specific sort of provider. They used to have some kind of deal that fell through, and they used to cover more with more providers, and now they cover just very few specific things through very specific providers. So it sucks. My mom has been paying for everything, like full price for everything, and she's had like MRIs and a lot of expensive stuff done between July and September. and we've had to pay full price for everything because nothing is really covered or fully covered by her insurance right now. I don't know if these are even going to look like molars or what the hell. Yeah, her insurance was never very good because if it's specific for teachers. She always wanted to change. Now that she's retired, she could change to the specific thing for retirement from the government, but it's even worse in a lot of ways. It doesn't cover much. Again, if you need like some test or some procedure done or anything, they will give you an appointment for like next year now. If you needed something, if you had some kind of an emergency, you probably would have to pay for it full price. Everything's fucking collapsed. I mean, it's a good thing that we have like a public thing, and especially for the senior citizens and retired, but it's so bad. It doesn't really do much right now. Yeah, it's insane that we're giving such a poor, bad coverage, especially for senior citizens and people who have worked all their lives and have contributed all their lives, and now they're treated like shit by the government that's supposed to look after them, with a public system that's made to look after them. Anyway, at least my mom was able to get all the tests that she needed, all the routine checkups and everything, and some extraordinary things that she had to do too. How do I mask this and this? There we go. I'm detailing this, it's not even visible, but oh, I don't have any I don't have a lot of commands yet. I have to set up some. Are the teeth even working? If I change this, are these gonna work as lower teeth if I just copy them? I should change this buck teeth anyway. this topographical? Yeah. I don't know. Are these gonna be... Ooh. Are these gonna be visible if I put them down here? Where do they even go? There, maybe? Should I make them smaller? Should they fit on the... like they go like this? Does it look like a denture that makes any kind of sense? From there down, and perspective back on. They're not even visible here. Should I raise them? Bring them forward, not like that. They're right here. Just for show anyway, because they're not... Where did the tongue go? The tongue... Shall I move it back? There. Is it even visible? Well, that was a lot of work that doesn't even show, but... If I inflate the teeth to make them a bit more round, is that gonna make any sense? Okay. Yeah, maybe... No, not that. Do they look more... no, that looks more like chiclets. If I inflate them just a little bit, so they look closer together, they look ideally more organic and less of the, like the square things that I did. Where are the teeth? Where are the lower teeth? If the lip is up there, they shouldn't be too far. I don't even know. Okay. Oh, I wanted to inflate them also a little bit. Just a bit. So they look closer together and more organic. I'm gonna save again, so I'm going to try something a little bit more radical, because I feel like the brows should come forward a bit more. It's kind of sunken relative to the face and the nose and the mouth. Maybe not that much, but they're a bit sunken. Does that look more organic? I feel like that's better. Just a little bit. I should bring forward the eyebrows, but they were kind of sunken there. Maybe I should bring back a little bit the bridge of the nose. Because now it looks too abrupt. If I make it a bit more round again. Is that better? I know why there's like a crease in here. That I didn't make, at least not intentionally. That I'm trying to soften now. I don't want to have to re-mesh him at this point. But I didn't realize, or I didn't remember that I remeshed him asymmetrically, and now there's like a weird thing on this side and not on this side. Why is this happening? Oh, is it because I creased it before? Huh. Maybe I should remesh it. With a high polygon count, because this is not really working. I creased it in a wrong, stupid way. And now that is affecting the subdivision, so I'm going to have to not like that. If I remesh with the same polygon count, is it going to even out the surfaces? Why did I even crease it? The first thing that I told myself is don't do any stupid. Yeah, that's the problem. Why does it create this frigging texture here that's not even... Can I polish this? I lose all of the detail. Well, the little detail that I've done, but how do I undo the freaking crease thing? I did this here. Can I uncrease? Yeah. Can I really uncrease the whole thing? There we are. That's exactly. Thank goodness it's undoable. 'Cause I did it just to try to give it some sharpness, and it was the completely wrong thing to do. Okay, we're fine now. Now the eyebrows should be brought back forward. Maybe I should just move them completely. And then sink them back in. tip here. Are those too thick? Should I bring this forward even more? I don't even know what I'm doing. I spent such a long time looking at him. That now doesn't make any sense to me. Okay, I gave this a weird curve here. I don't know if this is better really, but I feel like the brow was sort of sunken in a weird way. I wanted to bring it back. Or maybe the bridge of the nose. Right, I forgot that I should make it curvier again. Bring it back in. Make it softer. Okay, that I like better. I don't know about the eyebrows. Are they too thick? Should I place some? Did I soften this end? Is there a pinch? There it is. Pinch this again a little bit. So I ended up making them too round again. I should bring this back in. This little curve should be more pronounced. Was it better with the softer end? No, it looks unfinished. It looks like I'm not really doing anything. Should I make a crease here? To maybe separate the brows? Well, maybe not quite like that, but I feel like that could use some definition, and if I separate them this way, it's a little bit more expressive. I don't know if it's like too big of a lump of a brow, but I think it gives it a little bit more definition, and it could be even used for expression when I animate it, even if, no, it's not sunken under the hat or anything, so it could work. Possibly. Maybe I could soften it a little bit, not that much. Even less than that. Why it makes me think of a clown again. It's sort of clownish. should I bring this edge of the socket forward so it looks more like an edge here? And lower it here. I don't want for the... It's looking kind of square, which is not necessarily what I wanted. The eyes are still sunken in too much, maybe. Anyway, it's supposed to be sort of cartoony, but it's weird to be working like this. I don't have any kind of reference. I'm just winging it and trying to find the character as I go along. But it's still weird. I could use some kind of reference. Is that better? Should I move all this edge here? It's supposed to be cartoony and fairy tale-ish, but at the same time it has to be cohesive, has to be natural and organic looking. I was thinking that maybe the hat should be bigger. But again, it's not so much of a hat, it's part of his head. He's like made out of... originally I was going to have him part of his body were going to be made out of like branches and leaves and vines. I don't know if I'm going to do that, really. I don't know if I'm going to take it to that extreme, but the idea was to make him look sort of more vegetal themed. This is always such a weird angle. None of my characters look good from this angle, and I never know what it is. What am I doing wrong? Or maybe I'm doing it right and nobody looks good from this angle. I think I've made some improvements, some very subtle stuff, but something. Oh, I should do this in a lower resolution. Polish it a little bit. Does that make him look like too defined? Well, it's more of a neck now. Here, this empty area keeps bothering me. He looks like he's too bald. And this is where I thought I could maybe add some detail, making it look like foliage, like leaves, like vines, like something. For it to look like hair a little bit. He's not supposed to necessarily have hair, but he's not supposed to look bald either. I don't know. Should I mirror? It's not gonna let me, right? Because of a Subdivision, okay. There's some weird texture here in the upper lip. Should be more flat. I thought about adding some kind of accessories, maybe like an earring or something, but at the same time I want him to look sort of innocent and naive, and I feel like an earring or some kind of accessories would give him a sort of an edge that I don't really want him to have. He's supposed to be very innocent looking, and I'm kind of struggling with this because I also want him to look kind of weird, but not creepy or ugly or old or anything. So it's a weird line to walk. Is this still working? I need to do a little check every now and then. Yeah. My internet hasn't been great today. I didn't want to reset my modem because sometimes it's worse. And it's harder to reconnect. I'm not really going to give him a torso for now. I don't think I'm ever going to show him like shirtless or anything. So the clothes are going to cover this part. I just wanted to give him a little bit of a, just a neck kind of hint of the shoulders. I'm still not really decided on what the clothes are going to be. I thought he definitely at some point is going to need a sort of a satchel. Well, that's not the clothes, but accessory wise, he needs to have a satchel for the stuff that he's gonna be doing. He's going to be collecting some ingredients for a spell that he's going to be making with the other character, the sort of female character of the thing, which I should begin working on her too at some point on stream. Probably I find that it's been sort of stimulating. It's been like a positive thing to be streaming, and it's also a good thing so I can save the VOD. I uploaded the VOD the other day to my YouTube channel because I don't want it to be lost, because it wasn't probably necessarily a great stream or a great art stream, but it was kind of the birth of this guy, and he's like my baby in a way. It's like my original character that I'm going to be using for this animated thing that I intend to do next year, that I intended to do this year, but a lot of things got in the way. I'm happy with him. I don't know if he's necessarily what I envisioned, or maybe he's even better. Maybe I should give him some kind of placeholder pupils to make him look a bit more alive. maybe I can... How do I go back to ZBrush from here? I'm so rusty, I haven't done anything in a while. I should... Josie, that's it. That's what it is. Okay, these are the eyes I need to import or to open. In my miscellaneous folder I have some pupils, I think, that I can add here. Well, those are really flat, but I should be able to use at least as a placeholder. Probably I'll make the pupils with the texture in the actual eyeball. Okay, now this I can... What's happening? Is it masked for some reason? Okay, I can split and get rid of these extra eyeballs that I didn't need to bring. This why is this inside out? Flip. Is that what it is? Is that what happened? No. What the hell happened? Can I bring that back here? What the hell happened here? Well, I don't know. Let's try to redo that here. Let's delete that. Now let's try to export it again. This is gonna work. Why is it doing it with the... wrong shape? There. Oh, it's a big ass shape and it's in the wrong place completely. Okay. Now let's look at it. Maybe I should inflate it too so I can make it a bit more round because it's really flat. Inflate, 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 inflate. There we go. Now we can try to place it on the eyeball. Again, it's just a sort of a placeholder. To see what... Probably I should give him big pupils for the sake of him looking more innocent. I don't know. Are these not centered? Why don't they look centered? I want to move them. Can I remesh them together? Are they gonna be two thens? No, that's fine. Now I can separate them. Oh. Symmetry off again? Damn it. Well, I can always do that. Okay. Now let's mask this. Ideally I should make proper eyeballs with proper irises and like corneas, and I don't know if I'm going for that sort of realism, but it would be nicer if I did. Okay. I don't know if I should try poly painting a bit, at least for the sake of seeing what he could look like. Is that better? From this to this. Could be. I should hide the face so I can see on the eyelids. So I can see if the these pupils are well applied on the eyeball. Anyway, they are just there to give him a bit of an expression and see what he might look like. Are the eyes pointing out in a weird way? Should they be more looking forward like this? Facing forward? Is that better? Yeah, I think so. There's a big blank space here, but why is perspective off? There we go. Is that better? have half an hour only to keep streaming. So I shouldn't start anything too complicated. I should leave that for tomorrow. Yeah, Saturday. Yeah, probably I'll be streaming again tomorrow. Maybe a little Tomb Raider again, and again some more sculpting after that. I feel like he looks a bit more like a character now. I don't know if I should try exporting him to Keyshot and trying out again a more realistic lighting and see what he could look like. Rotate him, maybe make him a little bit bigger. I love this red material for the cap. Oh, I should have separated this. And now let's re-export. For now I'm giving him a kind of a flesh texture. I don't know if he's gonna be really flesh colored. I don't want to make him like green or anything, but I might make him sort of yellowish. Or maybe some color that looks more like the stem of the mushroom. That's something else to play with. Let's take him already to the forest environment to put him in his element. Let's hide the face to see what the teeth could look like. I think I have a material for teeth already. Oh, yeah, I should have separated the teeth from the gums. Split hidden. These two split hidden. So I can assign a different material to it. Let's hide the face and keep the teeth. That's way too yellow. What is this material? Is this? Let's copy this material to the teeth here. Now the gums should be... they look fine this way, but this is not a material that's going to stay. I've done velvet looking gums before. They're not even visible here. We could make the tongue a bit like that too, but then give it a plastic look and maybe some roughness so it won't be shiny. Probably not flat, more like less shiny, maybe. I don't know what eye color I would give him. Maybe like a green, not so saturated, maybe darker. More specular maybe. Maybe a different. There we go. Well, that's a bit too shiny, too specular. Maybe less dark. I don't remember what I did for this lower half of a cup, a cup. Maybe if I make it kind of translucent, it'll work. Let's hide the other parts. Not bluish. I want it more like yellowish. Maybe with an orange sheen here again. More in this area of colors. Maybe not translucent. Sort of yellowish. Try to decrease the cutoff. Positive texture. A bit more yellowish. positive curvature. I don't even know. Maybe it could be darker. What did I do on the Wednesday render? I think that color was better. This is a bit too fleshy. Maybe he could be more pale. Again, the pupils, I should probably give him like more realistic pupils. Just as textures on the eyeball. No. Again, I keep thinking of him having like, again, some flesh color that's not this human realistic one. But I again, I don't want him to look like an ogre or something. Probably what I'm going to do is poly paint the face a little bit, give him like rosy cheeks and maybe even freckles or something. I really like this angle. But maybe... Yeah, I'm definitely not feeling this flesh color. It's not bad, but it's not what I have in mind. Again, if I do something more, maybe I should save this. I don't remember exactly what this is in my Phil Jameson folder from my failed video this year that I could never finish. This is a bit of a before and after. Yesterday's and today's. Not yesterday's, Wednesday's. Yeah, he really gained a lot from the definition of the lip, the lips, the better placing of the hat, some detail of the neck. I wanted to see what texture I had used for this, but it's nothing really. It's just a flat color. Is this too dark? For the zero curvature, it should be maybe lighter, much lighter for the positive. And the dark, I don't know. Are the teeth too dark? What texture even is that? It should be just plain white. I don't mind. Well, that's a bit too flat, but What color even is this? Why are they bluish? They should be, if anything, sort of yellowish, kind of like off-white. This is the one thing that I've learned, and one of the first things that I advise everyone: never use full white or full black for anything. For shading, for texturing, for anything. I wonder how this diffuse thing, what is it really doing? Diffuse curvatures, it's giving some kind of translucence. I really don't know what to do with this part. Is the curvature really working? I guess we'll never know. Anyway, I wanted to try this texture that I have. Of course, I don't really want to make him blue, but just to see. No, blue with a red cap is absolutely like Papa Smurf or something. But to give it a less fleshy look. No, absolutely, blue is not the way to go. But if I tried now a fleshy with this curvature, that's not fleshy, but is it still translucent? Oh, it still has a bluish sheen because I didn't change this one. Okay, that's way too much. Again, I'm not going to use a solid texture for the skin. I'm going to poly paint it. Maybe I should give it a try now. If I were to poly paint him now, where's my brush for this? I'm not going to make it that spotted, but this is what I do to have like a not a solid texture. I don't want precisely what I don't want is a solid color. I want some variations here. Now I soften that, well, not that much. What is it here? I soften that and it gives it still has like a marblish kind of base. It's not solid. It's not like a solid color. This is a weird sort of muted color. Maybe I could try. Maybe I could even try to leave some of the spotted texture on. What does it look like if I try to export it now again? If I give this again, not so fleshy. Oh, I forgot to do pupils, but that's just sort of testing what the texture could look like. I feel like it's much better this way. And now, just as a test. Again, I should do this properly with more care and detail, but it's just some very light shading to add a little contours, and that's kind of the idea of what the final shading would look like. To add some definition and cut the shapes a little bit better. Again, this is a very ashy shade. What if we give him a bit of color in the nose, a bit of color in the lips, the cheeks certainly. Just as a test, this is not remotely the final thing, just to give it a test to today's progress that we made, to see what it could look like with some sort of finishing. A little color. I don't want him to look like he's drunk or something. Maybe darkening the sockets here a little bit. I don't want him to look like a mime or a clown, but I keep doing this. keep giving him this look. I don't hate it. Again, I like this sort of neutral color, less fleshy. It doesn't look good here, but exported to Keyshot with a flesh-like transparency, translucence. I think it looks a bit better. Oh, right. I should have painted the frigging eyelids too. Again, the same process, just a sort of a flat color. Probably it should be a little bit darker. I add all of these spots and then I soften them. Just to avoid having that very flat color look. Now with the shading brush, I can maybe give them a little shading up here. Now let's export again. I'm not feeling the eyebrows. I don't know. Maybe if they were just more matte or less dark. Certainly, this is very dark. I really like him from this angle in here. Why does he look? He doesn't look very good. There, okay. Yeah, the perspective and the focal length makes a bit of a difference. Maybe we could try a different environment, different lighting. This was just a sort of a test of a poly painting, but I don't hate it. I actually kind of like it. Why are the teeth doing that? They need a lot of sampling. Does it look very dark in here? It's capturing sort of dark. It's a bit more vibrant in my screen. Same with this. But I like this kind of ash color with, again, a little bit of a texture and a translucence in the actual rendering software. I think it looks better. I don't hate it. Again, wow, it's capturing very differently. It looks very grayish and ash-like, and it is, but it's a bit more vibrant. Is this crashing? What just happened? Now it's crashing. Great. Did I save the poly painting? I don't even know. Well, it was for the tests anyway. Great. Yes. Thank you very much, ZBrush. Exactly what I needed to end the stream. ZBrush freaking crashing. Okay, that's all the time that I have for today also. So, thank you for watching. Thank you, Chris, if you're still lurking. I should be back tomorrow with a little bit more Tomb Raider and maybe more, no, not maybe, certainly more sculpting tomorrow that I have more time. I think it's kind of working. I did do some progress today, I'd like to think, and even when it's very subtle compared to what I did on Wednesday, but now he has some teeth, a bit more definition, the hat, the red cap fits better. And he's starting to look more like a character, as intended. Anyway, we'll leave him rendering with a few more samples. Again, that's it for today. Thank you for watching. Thank you, Chris. Is there anyone we can raid? Is any friend on? Liz is on. But well, maybe I should just end it. Thanks again for watching. See you tomorrow.